that going. All right. Oh, I gotta shave. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Wait, is this background? Oh, I think I'm in the screen. I think I'm good to go. Anyway, yeah, welcome back to the stream. You thought yeah, you thought I was done streaming. No, I just took like a 3-week hiatus. 4-week? I don't know how long it's been. It's been too long. This one's gonna be short though, I think. Today I'm gonna take another detour and I'm gonna work on Janet Docs. Janet Docs. Let me just make sure this thing's working. Wait. Okay, it's working. Alright. Don't want to do another thing that I did like before. Oh man, my hair. I don't know what's up with it. Anyway. So Janet Docs. Let me show you what that is. Whoops, sorry. Okay. I hope I have this auto switch, automatic scene switcher. Safari, Atom Terminal. Okay, cool. Don't switch? Oh, when no window matches. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you should be able to see this now. Janet Docs. Janet Docs is it is something. It is a community documentation site for the Janet programming language. I don't know if you can see that, but you should be able to. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So that's what it is. You can see examples of things people do. I wrote this a long time ago, like before I had a bunch of good stuff in Janet or in Joy. I guess it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter how much stuff you have as long as you this is really kind of in the way. Yeah. All right. Well, what are you gonna do? I feel like I'm like really far away from the camera. I don't know why I feel that way. Let me move this. Let me move this over here. Okay. All right. It's weird. It's like a weird angle. Usually I'm like further from these plants here, but yeah. All right. Let me just see. Oh yeah, I feel like they're in focus. I feel like I'm okay. My setup is really, really bad. All right. Yeah. So when you type in this thing, you can get examples. Currently, it's is this example of C function? Oh yeah, look at that. Whoa, crazy. Oh, file read is a C function. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right. This mic's just really getting in my face. So that's what it is. And then there's a button here that you can do this. And then you can also sign in with GitHub. And then that's how you leave new examples. So like add example, right? So I'm going to, this is probably off. I'm going to change this. For one thing, if you look at this inspector, look at all of this stuff, right? Look at all this. Like what's going on here? So one thing I want to do is, one main thing I want to do is, so when you're searching this stuff, so did you see that? It has to reinitialize the highlight.js, which adds another dependency. So here it is, highlight, right? It's right here. And then I also have Pylon CSS, which not terrible, but I mean, you can just do it with Tailwind. I also have Turbolinks, which seemed like a good idea, but this was before I found out about HTMX. So I'm going to, it's 9K min gzipped. It's getting bigger, but you know, it's whatever. It has everything that this site needs, right? Examples, oh, that's reference. Examples like active search, right? So you add 4 HTML attributes to your thing, and then you give it a target search results, and then you give that target an ID, and then that's it, right? You just return the HTML that you're expecting. So yeah, that's way better, because here I was let me make sure you can see this. Okay, here where is it, like examples, I think. Yeah, I was doing a bunch of weird stuff with Alpine, and you don't really, if you're really focused on like server side things, you don't really need Alpine. Like I used Alpine here for well, let me just do range. For like this, right? Add an example. It's fast, right? It's clad sign. But honestly, it doesn't need to be. Like, you could just add an example as a route, like a HTML route, right? You don't necessarily, and I had this like preview thing, which I think it actually makes a request. Let me see. Let me get rid of that. Searches XHR. Does it? No, it doesn't. But yeah, it's kind of it's definitely easier with HTMX. Even though you have to go to the server for the HTML, I think that's fine. And if anything, I could serve that up and keep this the same, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna change it. The first thing I'm doing is putting it all in one file. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I also need to get rid of all of these things. All of this water, which water CSS is good. It's like the water CSS. It's like the classless CSS, right? Oh, they've changed it a little bit. Oh wow, look at that. Dark theme, light theme, automatic. Get it already. Simple websites. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. But you know, it's like I came up with this complicated Tailwind thing, so I figured, you know, I might as well do it, right? Might as well use it. So yeah, here's what I have so far. Let me see. I don't know what the thing is. Let's see. Oh, it's 9001. Let's get that started actually. Jantox server. Okay, it's already running. Kill all Janet. There we go. Okay. 9001. Okay. So I changed the purple, right? Even though the purple, it's not bad. It's not bad purple. Yeah. I also added underlines here, even though maybe I should do hover underlines, which we can do pretty easily. Thank you, Tailwind. We can just go over here, underlined. We can say hover, underline, I think. Right, there we go. Looks a little cleaner, I guess. These are a little bit more spaced out. Sign it with GitHub. Let's do sign. Oh, there it is, right here. Let's see. This is HNAC X4. Let's do X6. See how that looks. First of all, I have to make it a symbol. Space X6. SpaceX. Speaking of SpaceX, Starlink, you know. Talk about that. Maybe. Okay. This is looking pretty ugly still. I don't know if this purple is a good idea. Now that I'm looking at it. It looks very similar though. Very similar. Yeah, let me sign out. Okay, It looks, yeah, it looks similar. Yeah, it's not bad. Yes, very similar. Very. Okay, let me add, you know what? I've done something special here with Tailwind. It has dark mode. I was like, why do I want to have all this stuff for build stuff, Webpack, and all this stuff? No, I'm not gonna do that. So I just fired up virtual machine, and I have app CSS here. I might just keep that. We'll see. I fired up a virtual machine, and then I just generated Tailwind with post CSS, and with all the variants that I could think of, dark mode, focus within, ring, all this stuff, and I was like, oh, it's 6 megs. And it's funny because on the website they're always like trying to reassure everyone, right? They're like, oh, don't worry, it's there's easy ways to take care of it, which there are, but they're not. Post CSS and the whole npm toolchain, not the best. So my method, which is to turn every single class into a symbol. Let me see, am I still using this? Okay. I turn every single class into a symbol, just like this, right? Class, and then I have search box. So here's how that looks, right? Search box. So it's just a input here's the HTML attributes. So that's defined, right? So you can't mess it up or whatever. At the same time, I keep track of all the classes I'm using from here. So I take all of these and then I put them in this array, and I loop through. I loop through all of them, right? I distinct them first to make them unique, and then I define them as globals in this HTML namespace module, whatever you call it. And then over here, I can use it. I say use source Tailwind. So Tailwind imports HTML, right? And that takes all of those things from before. And then at the same time, it does a little dance where it makes this minified CSS, Tailwind CSS. And it goes from 6 megs to 6K. So, that's pretty cool. I did notice in Tailwind 2, though, they did something that was annoying. It was super annoying. I don't know if this is the direction they're moving in or something. I was this close to just firing Ridge CSS back up and copying over all the styles. Well, I'd probably start with like a subset, like Tailwind, beta or whatever, with all this ring stuff, and just doing something exactly like this, same spacing and everything, same class names and everything, except I wasn't going to use variables, CSS variables. I was not going to do it because this makes it difficult to do. So I have to look specifically for these, and this is really expensive. This is expensive for the renderer. Oh geez, what did I just do? This is super expensive for the renderer to do, right? This star thing. It's just it's weird. It's weird to do it. So yeah. I would not do this, right? I would just make it dumb, and every single class is completely independent of every other class. That's what I would do. I also know, these are missing semicolons. I guess it doesn't matter. It's pretty forgiving. All right. Yeah. I was also this close to just being like, you know what? Screw the web. I'm just gonna make iOS apps again. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, AR. I mean, it's a thing. You know, AR. The AR glasses coming out. I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe you can capitalize on that a little bit. Oh, this doesn't have any spacing. So yeah, I've almost got it back. I think right now I'll probably do dark mode stuff right now. Like, that's what I'm gonna do once I fix the spacing on these examples. Oh, I also moved everything into one file. That's how I just main. Oh, these files here, source too. I mean, there's some helpers, you know, the HTML and the helpers. But for the most part, it's more or less one file. Like the main gist of it is in one file. Yeah. Don't need any of this stuff anymore. Okay. Okay. So let me do Tailwind to dark mode. Let's do that, since I haven't actually tried it. Let me try it. So this one is like a weird, like, what is this? Like a dark blue or something? I don't even know what that is. But it looks good. It looks really good. So let me try. Well, first of all, let me see the Tailwind things. It's cool. It's a cool landing page too. I mean, they really spend a lot of time on it. Yep. Let's see. It's crazy that we're still doing this, 2020. I mean, geez. Yeah. It's like, ugh. What are we doing? Could just use Bootstrap, you know? Keep using Bootstrap. I don't know why we don't do that. Probably gray. Like a dark gray 800 or 900 or something. Let's try 800. We can just say class dark gray 800. Right? I can actually name it exactly that. Or I can just add it to container. I don't want to think about it really. Container. Okay, dark BG gray 800. Let's see. I used dark media mode. Oh, yep, there it is. Wow, that's ugly. That is terrible. What about 700? And also, well, that's not actually. That's darker. It is darker. That's about it. I also have to say, now that I'm going to do dark stuff, dark text white. Text be white. There it is. And I want that to happen for all text. Def text L. Let's make it like a span. Dark text white. Otherwise, text black. And I think I need to wrap that because I just have it in like a span. Span. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's H3. Well, that would explain it. Dark text white. Dark text white. I don't even know if I need this text black thing. Okay. So one thing that's tricky about this is I don't want to use Highlight.js anymore. Highlight.js is client-side syntax highlighting. I definitely don't want to do that anymore. I don't want that. Oh, you know what? Before I go on, I do want to talk about my last video, like weeks ago. I was working on this thing. This thing. It's something like if TikTok met Twitter. And then I was thinking, nah, I don't know. I'll just take a detour and do JN Talks. But I'll probably come back to that eventually. I've been having some thoughts about social media which, yeah, I don't know about social media. But I was reading something today that was kind of interesting. So before I was like, oh, you should pay people for doing work on social media, right? Which Snapchat is doing that, right? Snapchat is doing paying $1 million. Let me see. Oh, there we go. $1 million a day. What the heck? Search Engine Journal. Wow. Look at that huge ad right there. That is blocked. Thank goodness. Snapchat is paying users. Oh, jeez. Wow. That's what's wrong with the internet. This is why no one uses the internet. You know why? Because when you're scrolling Instagram, sure, you're getting addicted, right? But nothing's popping up in your freaking face. Oh, man. I mean, it's like, I think most people just want to like capitalize on things. They don't really care about them. So like you get this site, right? Search Engine Journal, which I should not even be on. Let's see. Bloomberg is probably better for this. Yeah, but you get even Bloomberg, right? They just want to make money. Most people just want to make money. No one really cares about the internet, except for me. I'm the weird one that actually cares about the web and its future. And I'm not sure it has a future, which is sad. But anyway, so yeah, my first thought about social media when I was making that thing a few weeks back is, okay, yeah, you should pay people to post, right? Like that's the only way that you can beat free Facebook, right? That's the only way you can beat. Actually, you know what's funny about Facebook? I have a feeling in a few years it'll come out that no one cares about Facebook anymore. Like, oh, not social media service. Okay, so you look at that, right? It's not terrible, but look at the past 5 years. Oops. Look at 2004 to present. Oops, it peaked. It peaked in 2010, which sounds right, because I think I left Facebook in 2010. And then look at that. But okay, you're like, oh, but that's not, Instagram, right? Yeah. Oh, no one really cares. Yeah, that's what's funny about Facebook. I think, and most social media companies, I think it'll come out in like a few years that it's like all bots, right? Oh, did you hear the zipper on that? That was funny. Yeah, it's just all nothing but bots. I think it's a 50-50 split between bots and people. Yeah. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, right. So you have to pay people, right? And now Snapchat is doing this, $1 million a day to creators when they go viral on Snapchat, which I'm not really a Snapchat person, but I appreciate Snapchat more than Facebook and Instagram. I just a cleaner interface. Yeah, I think it feels better. It feels better. But yeah, so you have to do that to compete, right? If you're going to start a social network after TikTok, you got to pay people, normal people, not just influencers. And then the second thing is, I think, like a Chick-fil-A situation is better. So, and then I was thinking, oh yeah, you should close down on like a weekday, just like Chick-fil-A. But I don't think that works, especially like with the software, because there's no time zones or anything. So I think one more thing you could do besides paying people is, oh, you know what? I should probably say this video is, I don't know if you can see, I don't think you can see that. This video is using this no copyright thing, and I hope that it's working. No copyright. It says all songs are safe to be used in your videos. So hopefully that's good. I don't know who the artist is. Added credits in the video description. Oh, Lo-Fi Geeks YouTube and Spotify link. Okay, so I need to put this link in my video. But other than that, I think I'm good to go. Yeah, so I just wanted to shout out to, what is this? Stomp's playlist, Lo-Fi Hip Hop Mix 2020. Okay, yeah, I just wanted some background music. Anyway, so not only should you pay regular people, all creators, all of them, you should limit them. And instead of like choosing an arbitrary day for to shut off service, like Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays, right? Which is a quasi-religious thing. I don't know. Chick-fil-A, I don't really consider them super Christian. Yeah, so one thing you could do is credits. So I actually saw this on remote workers. It's from the guy who made Nomad List. Remote workers, like .dev or something. Oh, he has like no Google juice. Okay, remote workers. There we go. Oh my gosh, there I am. Is that because I'm signed in? Yeah, okay. I was like, what? Anyway, so let's see. 9 years experience. Okay. His globe's pretty cool. Not bad. So yeah, this is scary. This is one dude and anyone could upload any picture. It's madness. But anyway, so it's like a better LinkedIn, simpler. That's basically what it is for remote people. It makes perfect sense when you think about it. But anyway, so if you're a recruiter on remote workers, what you do is you pay $10 for 1,000 credits, right? And 1 credit is 1 view of 1 profile, right? Or maybe you pay 100. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's how it would work, right? That's how you limit people on social media. You align yourself, right, with people's mental health. Like, you don't want people scrolling all day. That sucks. So two things you could do is pay people, and also take some of that credit money, right? So that's how they tie together. Is like you give everyone free credits to start, like 100, like not a lot, like, and after you watch one video or you see one picture, right? That's 1 credit down. And then people have to pay $10 or whatever, or $1 to get 1,000 credits, right? Or 100 credits or whatever. And that $1 gets split between you and the people that are being viewed with those credits. So like a credit is actually like 50 cents to me and 50 cents to the people the people who the credits are used on. So if I bought $1 and I had 100 credits, right? I spent a credit watching someone's video, right? That 50 cents of that, or whatever that is, 0.005 or whatever, I don't know, goes to that person. And then after like a certain amount buffer, you can like cash out, right? Like $1 or $10 or something, send it to your PayPal or whatever. And that's how you get paid, right? So you have people paying to see content, and you have people getting paid. So I think it's kind of interesting. It's more interesting than what I was thinking. And then this is a separate thing, right? So those two things are great for like a social media differentiation. But one other thing I was thinking is maybe there's room, right, for like how like Hey email is like expensive, $100 a year. I mean, it's expensive because Gmail's free, right? So anything more than, let's see what it is. Anything more, there it is. So Hey for work, $12 per user, $100 per year, right? That's it. They sell you an email service. Like, so it's not just a client. It's also an email service. So you get an @hey.com email address. So like the @hey, right, is conspicuous consumption, right? So I was reading this thing today. Why do we keep buying things even though we're done? Like we in America, right? In most developed countries, we have enough. right? We have enough. Like, no one really says this, but it's like we don't need to buy anything, right? I mean, you can upgrade things, I guess, but what is the point, right? What is the point of buying a Porsche when you could buy a Honda Civic and get around just as well, right? Around town. I mean, you're not going to go as fast, but what are you going to do? They both do the same thing on city streets. So you buy the Porsche because you're trying to signal, right? It's like, oh, I can afford a Porsche, right? So like, and your, not your self-worth, but your outward appearance to people is like dependent on you having a Porsche. So and it tells people like, I am rich enough and I am worth your time that you should hang out with me because I can have a Porsche. I mean, it's not, everyone has their own like Porsche, right? Like it's not just the Porsche. Like I don't want to throw a company or car or culture under a bus. I'm just saying like, when you buy things for conspicuous consumption, like if you're an internet person, right? Hey is your Porsche, right? Hey is your Porsche. You're like, I mean, yeah, it gets you something too with the ad blocking and stuff. But when you see @hey, first of all, it means that you can get a better username, right? Besides like, Sean Walker 123 @gmail.com, because they're all taken, right, at this point. So you can get a better one. Like mine is Sean Walker @hey. I mean, come on, that's amazing. But yeah, it also says that I can afford something as frivolous as an email service. Like I have enough food and everything. I got a house and all this stuff. Like I can spend $100 on email a year. It's like, whoa, what the heck? It's conspicuous consumption in software. So yeah, hey is my Porsche, right? But yeah, I mean, well, it's not as bad, but well, I don't think it's as bad, but I mean, really. So yeah, there could be room for a social media company to be the conspicuous social media like company, the conspicuous consumption one. So you would actually charge, right? To be a part of it, and you have to like brand it as like, oh, it's exclusive, this idea I could not do because I don't have the social clout or whatever to do it. So it would have to be someone like an influencer, like it had to be someone who's kind of like posh-ish. I don't know. I don't know who it could be, but it'd be like a celebrity or something, and you would just say, hey, you know what, this social network, it had to be a great name too. I don't know what the name would be, but it'd be like, this social network costs money. This is the one, like, you can't get in unless you pay, $7 a month or something. So something dumb, right? Or even $99 a year, right? You have to pay $8 a month, right? You have to pay $100 a year to be a part of this network. It's exclusive, right? It's an exclusive network, and you're like, oh, what social network are you? Are you on Twitter? No, you can find me. You can find me at conspicuous consumption network / Sean or whatever. So you'd be like, what's that? That's fancy. It's kind of like Clubhouse, right? Clubhouse is happening, right? It's like a Silicon Valley thing. Not that. That's not that. Clubhouse, social network, social app. Yeah. Clubhouse is the new social media app everyone's talking. Oh my gosh, Oprah. What the frick? Oprah. Join clubhouse.com. Yeah. So yeah, it's this, you can download the app and reserve your username and join our waitlist. Oh, I should do that. I wonder what their tech stack is. Let's see. Check 1, 2, 3. Oh. New type of network based on voice. When you open the app, you can see rooms full of people talking, all open, so you can hop in and out. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's like a podcast, like a live podcast thing. Yeah, I can see myself doing that. I think I'm gonna download that. I'll download that after. Let's see, iOS engineer. Let's see what else. Usually, they have something about the back end. Let's see. Create something meaningful. Be an owner. Blah blah blah. Where's the tech stack, dude? Oh, here we go. Deep expertise, Apple ecosystem, Xcode, Swift, APNs, tokens, auto layouts, and more. All learning technology is not an area where you need to ramp up. Oh wow, they don't even talk about good values. What the heck? Okay. Yeah. Well, they don't talk about it. But anyway. Yeah, so something that's just like conspicuous consumption, but for social networks, right? Like you want to be the one that you have to pay for, right? Two ideas for social networks. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but what are you gonna do? All right, the problem with this is that it is on the container. Right, that is the problem. The problem is that's the problem. So we're gonna change that, and we're gonna do what I said I wasn't gonna do, which is BG Gray 800 dark, and then in here we're gonna say layout, body. Oh, that's weird. Why didn't it do that? Oh, it's colon. Class dark BG Gray 800. There we go. It's looking good. It looks similar, right? I don't know if it's better with the pink or not. I can't put my finger on it. I feel like it is better, but I also did tracking here, I think, on the text. Yeah, I don't know if I want tracking tight. I don't know if I want that. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, tracking. I think it was the tracking tight. So yeah, it's looking good. Oh, this is not good. This white, that's not good. Let's change that. This needs to be dark, leading tight. I don't even know why that's leading tight. String trim. Oh, it doesn't work. Dark. Probably BG Gray 500, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if that's good. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little better, right? And then when you do it, should it be white? I don't know if it should. I think focus. That's the thing about Tailwind, you just keep stacking these variants. That's hilarious. I don't know if it needs some gray. Maybe we'll do like indigo. No, not gray, not indigo. Let's do gray like 400 maybe. Yeah, let's see. Oof, that's not looking too good. What if I did like BG gray and then dark focus BG opacity 2? Wait, is that even a thing? I don't even think that's a thing. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. Let's see. They probably have a good example for dark mode. I'll probably get out of here in like 12 minutes. Just a quick one. Start slowly, right? Ramp up a little bit. Dark BG black. I mean, I guess I could do BG black. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I guess I did. Maybe I did do black on that. Oh, it doesn't. It just doesn't change. Oh, well that makes sense. That looks better. BG. Oh, I did focus BG white. It's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's really black. I think I want like gray. I think I do want like gray 800, right? Oh, 700. Yeah, it's a little better. And then for this BG gray 100. So in this, let me get rid of this dark mode. Actually, I wonder how I can. Oh, there it is. You just toggle that button. Oh man, Safari Dev Tools. What? Oh, what? It's not working now. Oh, it's interesting. Let me see. What is this? It doesn't say anything, right? It's interesting. Maybe let's see what it looks like. I probably messed this. Oh, you know what? I did mess it up. I did. So my non-npm, non-webpack, like outside the Node ecosystem. Yeah. Yep. I have to do media query dark. That's what I have to do. And I will just verify that. I will verify that right now. Code. Start it up. Visual Studio Code, because Adam can't open Tailwind. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. Oh, what happened to... Oh, that's weird. Well, that's really weird. I should probably actually quit that. Oh. That's strange. Interesting. That's weird. I don't know where you can see those dots. Must be an OBS bug. Interesting. The terminal is not visible. Oh, maybe it's because I opened a tab. What if I open a new terminal? Sorry, I'm like debugging this live right now. There's no better time, really. There's no better time to debug than right now. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. What if I switch back to the other one? Oh, okay. Well, that was a weird bug. OBS, you know, it's open source stuff. It's never good. Who writes open source stuff? What? Terrible. Okay. So let me see Tailwind. So I'll just, you know, I'm gonna run through what I did here. I did this at work. I don't know. My boss wanted to see like what I did for this because we had a email. I had to write an email thing, not like literally just write one email. I mean like an email template, right? HTML. And I had to style it with Tailwind. And I was looking around. I was like, does anyone style emails with Tailwind? And I was like, I wonder how I can get it so that it doesn't suck, right? Like, there's no way you're shipping Tailwind in an email, right? Like, it's way too big. So I was looking around, and yeah, there's a purge CSS, right? So purge CSS removes unused CSS from your website, so it keeps it snappy. So I was like, oh, that's cool. How do I use it? So I look it up. I go, oh yeah, let me. How do I install it? Right? Cool. It has plugins. Great. Like, how do I get going? First of all, how do I get going? Like, what is this? How do I get about configuration? Okay. Like, but oh, here we go. Installation. Okay. So automatically I was lost. NPM. No. NPX? No. No, we're not gonna do that. No, not again. Not again. I mean, I haven't been in the NPM ecosystem for... It's been a while. It's probably been since 2016, I think. And, yeah, I don't want to go back. No, there's no going back. Forget that. Forget NPM. Forget JavaScript. Forget the whole thing. It's changing too fast, right? Today, I literally spent all day trying to, and I'm going to spend all day tomorrow probably trying to get Rails 6 Webpacker working with Tailwind 201 compat, working with Post CSS nested, or Purge CSS nested. Like, I don't know. Like, Tailwind 2 needs Post CSS 8, but Post CSS nested from Tailwind's CSS/forms need. Oh my gosh. I'm no. So anyway, I took 2 seconds and I was like, no on Purge CSS. Heck no. Because I'm dealing with that at work and I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna waste my time with that garbage. So, but instead of throwing the baby out with the bathwater, right? So I'm still on Tailwind, right? Which I'm this close to not doing it. So I did this, right? I made this lovely code here, which I just had to add dark as a thing. Dark, right? Good. And then we need to add that here. Dark. I will explain what this does right now. Okay, so we'll start here. We start from the bottom. So every single pass compiler language starts from the bottom, and you always start it from the bottom. You start from the bottom, and then you're here, right? Okay, so the first thing is get all the classes in use, right? So remember how I was telling you before about this? And these are Tailwind classes here, font semi-bold, dark, text white, right? And I put them all in an array here, a variable at the top, see? Classes. That gets called here. This is that. So all these classes, all these things with colons, right, that are red on the screen, they all go, oh, you know what? I should, I hope you guys can see that. I feel like you can see it, but whatever. I hope people in the video that are watching this later can see that. I can, but for right now, since I'm really getting into it, I can increase it. 18 font size, dude. We're going bigger. We're going 22. 22. Oh, that's big. That's perfect. All right. So all these red things here, all these Tailwind classes, appearance none, focus outline none, focus ring 2, right? All this stuff, dark, beachy gray, light. That all gets in this classes thing. And then at the top of this file here, import HTML. Oh, what's that other file called? HTML. Classes, right? Same variable here. I distinct it, right? So I don't want to do this more work than I have to. I then sort and reverse. So when I reverse sort like that, it's just because this peg, this parsing expression grammar, has the right precedence. So I'll get to that in 2 seconds. The next thing I have to do is I have to replace, I have to escape. Like, so in CSS, you can't use slashes. You can't use backslashes in class names. So you have to escape them, right? With a /. That's, oh my God, I should just make AR apps for Apple glasses. Anyway, the next thing I have to do is I have to replace all the colons. I have to escape all the colons with a /, right? Or wait, actually, I'm not sure. Is this a backslash? This is a /. This one's a backslash. So you can't put a / in CSS class names. You can only put text and numbers. So I have to escape this too. Okay. So I escape the colon, I escape the / or the backslash, whatever slash it is. I do that. And then I build this parsing expression grammar. Things get a little gnarly, but it's not terrible. So this is a good example of a parsing expression grammar. So the red language has this too, right? They have a thing called parse, And it's this red programming language. I think it's mostly for games, but do you see this? This is similar, right? It's just it's actually a little nicer to read now that I look at it. Maybe I should switch away from Lisp. Yeah, so this parse module, or whatever they call it here, right? This is similar, right? You name parts of your grammar. So it's kind of like regular expressions, but without all the like nonsense, like the unreadable garbage. So you name this, right? This is a character set, right? And it could be 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? And so you name each of these. So this is dig for digits, right? And it could be anything, any number between 0 and 9. And then you say 0 and 4. And this could be any number between 0 and 4. And then you name this 0-5. You're getting the picture. And then you come down here and it's byte, right? And it's the choice of a sequence of starting with 25, right? The actual literal 25, and then any digit between 0 and 5. And this is similar, right? So starting with 2, right? And then on and on. And the reason that parsing expression grammars are separate from, or better than regular expressions, is that sure, regular expressions take less memory, right? There's no question. But they are terribly unreadable. Like, they're hard to read. These use English language, identifiers or whatever, symbols. And you can name parts of them. So, and you can like recursively call them in the same grammar. So here we define byte as this, and then you say this is a sequence of bytes separated by the literal period, right? So when you call peg match, which is similar to Red's parse, you pass in your peg that you have here as a symbol, and you pass in a string, and if it matches, right, if there's no captures, you can also pull things out of strings, which I'll get to in a second. It returns an empty array, right, because you haven't actually captured anything. If it does not match, it's nil, right? That's how it works. So there's a slightly more complicated one, but not really, right? So this just says for any of the following, right? So this is a choice of a part of the grammar that I've defined as class, and then this is a part of the grammar that I've defined as star, right? And the capture keyword, right? The capture function, or it's not a function, right? It's just a identifier. The capture identifier, it lets you pull things out of the string, right? So lets you pull things out of, in this case, it lets you pull things out of the Tailwind CSS file. Or it's you advance one, right? It's literally just advance one character. So this is like well, it's not a hack. It's just a what do you call that? It's not a hack. It's a pattern, a design pattern for moving. So the parsing expression grammar moves one character through the string or like the file at once, right? So you can say, give me a choice of something or one, right? So the choice of one is either match or keep going and keep looking for a match. That's what that means. So this one's easier, right? So remember how I was complaining about Tailwind and how they changed in Tailwind 2? They changed it so that it has these asterisks, right? Didn't I say that? Did I say that? Where is it? Here, right? So they just have two They have, for this ring stuff, it's annoying, right? They have 2 asterisks from the build, right? This is from, I used Post CSS, and I did this, right? With their tooling. And they have 2 things with asterisks, right? And they're just CSS variables. Why are they separate, right? I mean, it's the precedence. I get it. It's the cascade in CSS. CSS stands for cascading style sheets, right? But yeah, it's super annoying. Like, why would you just have a bunch of variables? You should do what you did in Tailwind 1.8, where you had each class totally separate from the other classes. So it was easier for tools like mine, right? To pull the stuff out of Tailwind and minify and purge it, dead code elimination, right? Anyway, so I was complaining about that, right? And so this, I had this special order this, right? And this just defines a string, right? That starts with an asterisk, right? And the next character is a open curly brace, left curly brace, and through, which like a drive through. I don't know about that. It's shorter than THROUGH, but still. I don't care what is in between these 2 curly braces. Just get everything, right? Get everything in there. It's all one. And then, when I call capture, right, I get all of that stuff, right? So that's how this winds up here, because here it is, right? I mean, you're saying there's a space, but that's just this is actually minified, but Safari does that. So yeah, that's how I get both of these, so that the ring stuff from Tailwind 2 works. The next thing I do is class, right? So this one's slightly more complicated, but it's not really. So this is a sequence, and the sequence means like exactly as it appears, right? So like any string that starts with a period, right? Any part of the string that starts with a period, and then also starts with, remember those classes from before? The classes that are in use here? So like font semi-bold, right? Let's do a flex. So like flex, right? Flex goes in here, and this is function application literal, right? So choice takes, so here choice is the same. They're all the same, right? All these choices, right? All these 3 choices, they're all the same, right? They all, wait, am I looking at the right thing? Yeah. They all take an unlimited number of arguments, right? So usually in Lisp, you have to do something like this. You have to say apply, choice, and you give it like an array, 1, 2, 3, right? Those are your arguments, right? Or you would say plus, right? So plus takes multiple arguments like this, but these are interchangeable, right? Apply and plus, apply, and then the plus function symbol, and then a tuple of values is the same as doing this, right? You say, well, why would you have apply in the first place? If you had an array that was like this, right? So now you can dynamically define arguments to the plus function instead of having to type them out statically, right, in the file. That's why. This is in Janet, right? We have sugar for this, for apply, right? So this is also, you can do this, right? So this takes the X here, the tuple, right? 1, 2, 3, and it lays it out, right? Just as if you had typed this, right? So these things are the same, right? Both of these are the same. So yeah, that's what that is. This is don't worry about the tilde too much. It's kind of strange. It doesn't really matter. It's a quasi quote, but it's some meta programming madness. All you need to know is that if you wanted to pass a variable from outside of the peg into the peg, you need to quasi quote and then you need to put a comma before it, right? And I do a comma with the classes, the apply literal, right? I do that because choice needs multiple arguments, right? So I take all the classes from that other file and I put it into choice, right? So it has to choose between only the classes that I have defined from before, right? And then after that, there's a choice again, right? So like the string is like dot flex, right? Flex or flex dash 1, right? That could be 2 array, right? So I'll just type it out so it's easier to see. So here you would say flex, right? And you would say like flex auto or something, right? So now it's a choice between two, well, it's actually like this. So now it's a choice between two CSS classes that I have defined from before. And then the next thing in the string can be a comma, right? So in Tailwind 2, which another annoying thing about Tailwind 2 is that they did the ring stuff has ring dash 2, and it also has a comma, right? And it has ring dash 4, right? So the classes are no longer like I want to say idempotent, but like independent of each other, right? So now you have dependent classes and things. So I had to add this comma so I could grab those things if I define ring dash 2 or ring dash 4. It's annoying. Or it could be like a normal CSS class that has a curly brace. Tailwind also has the space dash y, space dash x classes have like not template or something. I don't even know what that is. It's annoying. So it could also be a left alligator mouth or a greater than sign. And then it can also finally be with the focus, right, variants. I don't know what you call them. States, right? In CSS, you call these things states. So here we have body, and then this computed, right, styles. So these active, focus, hover, visited, right? Those are all states that an element can be in. HTML, oh, it's just the worst. Anyway, so after that, right? So after dot flex or dot flex dash auto, starting curly brace, right? Left curly brace. Then I get everything again, right? So this is the same as this. I get everything in between the curly braces, right? All right, and that's my parsing expression grammar. That's it right there. Let me put this back. Oh, that's all. That's all you need to know about parsing expression grammars. Now that I've gone through all of it. All right. And then here is where I was doing with the dark stuff. So dark is a media query, right? It's just like media prefers dark, right? Is that what it is? Let's look at it. Media prefers dark. It was a whole thing, right? There were no new features. There were no new features in operating systems. So Apple was like, dark mode. And that was that, right? Because they were too busy working on M1 and Big Sur, right? And the ARM rewrite. It was all back end, right? Okay. So media prefers dark. Okay. So media prefers dark. So I need to put that in there. So similar to what I did with the other media queries, the responsive media queries, I also need prefers color scheme dark. There it is. And then, so containers, I don't need. Join XL. Okay, I do need this. Get containers? What is that? I don't understand that. What? Whatever. Okay, so then media queries, join, string join, dark. All the dark classes go under the dark situation here. And I don't think I need this string. I'm not sure. Maybe I do. Maybe I do need this string. String? No, I don't need that. That's too many strings. Yeah. I don't even think I need a string here, do I? That's weird. Why would I do that? That's strange. Yeah, I don't even think I needed that. Interesting. I don't need these either. Oh man, making progress on this little guy. Let's see if it's all still working at the end. Okay. Alright. So this is actually easier than what I did before, right? Actually, I don't even think I need this these quotes. Right? String join should just work with one argument. Let's see. Let's see if OBS freaked out. Oh no, it's still good. Doc string join. Yeah, you don't even need that separator. That's good. Okay. Let me see. Get rid of this, that, and the other thing. Cool. Okay. Alright. Yes. It's looking good. It's looking real good. Looking great. Alright, let's I'm gonna put it to test. Let's see if it's working. It looks like it didn't fail. Generated public Tailwind. Let's check it out in the browser. Check it out. It definitely is not working. Okay, great. Great. Let's see. Oh, media prefers color scheme dark, right? And I do. I do prefer color scheme dark. Dark BG gray, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I am crazy. I've gone crazy. Trying to mess around with Tailwind. Oh, man. I should really just start making iOS apps. Just AR apps. From now on, all AR, all the time. No more web stuff. You can't even put UI. Actually, you know what? I was looking that up. I was wondering about that. The future of everything, right, is augmented reality. I mean, I'm not sure about people wearing glasses all the time, but honestly, at least for the people who do wear glasses, I don't know. It's like a lot of people didn't wear AirPods either, right? But the AirPods are just so much better, right? Not just AirPods, but like good wireless earbuds that have like deep integration into your phone. It's compelling. I mean, you can have your hands free doing whatever, jazz hands or whatever you're doing. And yeah, you have a bunch of freedom, right? You can like take calls. You can talk to people. You can reply to text messages. AR glasses. I mean, it's gonna be just like AirPods, but way more. Like you don't need a computer anymore. All you need is a wireless keyboard, right? All the screens are gone. So I was wondering, could you put a UI web view in ARKit, right? And so I Googled it, right? And WK WebView, the better one, right, is not able to render content in AR, right? UI WebView used to work fine, but it's been deprecated, so we can't use it anymore. Of course, you can use deprecated things, you're just not supposed to. So yeah, so the only thing you could do, right? Oh, you know what? There's a human interface guidelines for augmented reality. And then screen space, right? Screen space. If additional information or controls, consider displaying them in screen space. Content in screen space appears fixed to a consistent location, either in the virtual world or, less commonly, on the device screen. It's typically easy, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's basically Apple saying F you to the web, right? Like, I thought that Apple would be done, right? Like, oh, Flash? Yeah, Flash is garbage. It's a battery hog, right? We all know that Flash was going down, right? But I really think it was just Apple's feud with Macromedia. Well, who turned into Adobe at the time. But yeah, I mean, I thought Apple was done, right? I thought they were done with the killing of the technologies. But after seeing the fact that you can't do WK web views in ARKit, I mean, this might change. I don't know. And there's no like browser stuff on the watch, right? And it makes sense because browsers are super, like, they're kind of like Flash, right? They take a lot of power usually. I mean, like, most people don't do server-side stuff anymore. They're all doing JavaScript, and we got Tailwind and all this madness. So yeah, I mean, I can see how Apple views the browser as Flash, right? Like, it was Flash in 2010, right? It's dead. 10 years later, you know what's next on the chopping block? Or 13 years later, what's next on the chopping block in 2023 when the AR glasses come out after Facebook's? It's going to be the web. The web is enemy number one. I mean, like, it's going to be, what do you want to see on the web, right? You want to see videos, text, right? They're going to be like, just use text view, you know, just put text in AR space, right? No problem. Oh, you want to see a video? Just put the video on the thing, right? It's fine. So yeah, I can see, like, the end of the web at some point. I mean, it's probably going to be Apple killing it, honestly, or they're going to do some weird, like, subset, some kind of, like, translation layer or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this. But anyway, all right. Why isn't this working? Let me just get this one thing working, then I'll jump off. Tailwind. Why do you do this, Tailwind? I should just make them the Tailwind stream, where I just do Tailwind stuff, because I spend so much freaking time doing Tailwind stuff. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I'm looking at it. Focusing. Changing. Reading code. Dark. I mean, the media query seems like it's working. Prefers color scheme dark, right? Which I do. I do prefer dark. BG gray. Yeah, background color gray, right? There it is. It seems like it's working. It seems that way. But it is not. It is not working. And I don't know why. I do not know why. I guess it's at the bottom. Maybe it should be at the top. Maybe I'm wrong about this media query, right? Yeah. Right? What do they say? Prefers color scheme? Yeah, I guess the default is here, but prefers color scheme. I guess I can try it. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, really. I don't even think I said it was white, right? I don't think I even said the background was white. It just is dark. What is this? Oh, was that me? Did I have that? No. Okay, so this is dark mode, and this is light mode, right? What if I just hover? What does this say it is? Graphics? No. What does it say? Use default appearance. What is that? Force light. Oh. Okay, so if I refresh this, oh, it's working. Oh my gosh, it's because I had it. Oh, wow. Well, there it is. It looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. The indigo, I'm not sure about it though. I feel like the pink or whatever this is looks better, but you know, whatever. It's my site. Do what I want. Yeah. Made some progress on the Tailwind stuff. Pretty cool. So yeah. Tomorrow, I'll probably do another short one. Hopefully I'll get off Tailwind. I'll be done with Tailwind. Yeah. And, yeah. I'll be moving on to, HTMX stuff. Yep. And then it'll be done, right? I won't have to mess around with it anymore. Although I do want to add, the chroma syntax highlighting server side. That's what I'm gonna do. I do all those things, all of them. Oh yeah, let me do this. Get in, right? Yeah, let me fix this real quick. This should be space x6. There we go. It should also be, don't I just say like text right? I don't even know what it is in Tailwind. Text right? I probably want text, not text right. I probably don't want that. I probably want, I guess I could try it, right? Text right? No, I didn't think so. I probably want, like flex, justify right, content, justify end. Why don't they just call it flex end? Like, I don't understand that. Justify end. Justify end. There it is. Nice. Looking good. Yep. Yeah, pretty cool. You know what, this though? Why is that over to the right? Why did I do that? I don't think it needs to be, honestly. Just make it even easier, right? Boom. Yeah. Cool. All right, well, that's it for today. I hope you learned something about Tailwind. Yeah. Oh, I also hope that you learned something about how I made something better than Purge CSS. It's I did actually. I haven't open sourced yet, but it's very similar to what I was just talking about. It's called Gust, right? Tailwind, Gust. That's clever. It does exactly the same thing, but it recursively actually, I don't think it recursively does, but it will. You run it in a directory, or you give it an input directory and you give it an output directory. But by default, if you run it in a directory, it reads all files. it reads all files that are not CSS, right? So it reads all not CSS files, and it takes anything that looks remotely like a CSS class, it grabs it, right, from all those files. And then I have it here. And then it gets the Tailwind, anything that looks like a Tailwind class, right? And then I distinct that, right? And then I do the, I do what I did with the parsing expression grammar, right? I take all the classes from all those files and I get them out of the complete Tailwind with all the variants and everything, about it's default Tailwind. And all the dark and everything and all the focus within and all the group hover and all this madness. I take it all, right? And then I take any classes that you're using out of that file and I put it into a new file in the same directory, or if you define output, I put it in there and I call it tailwind.min.css, and that's it. That's the whole thing. And the best thing about this thing is that it's literally a platform specific executable. Linux, Mac OS, Windows, right? Boom. It works on all of them. All you have to do is download it and put it in your path. There's no npm install, no super long, big node modules folder, nothing. It's just a few kilobytes. Here it is. Let's see. Let's look at it. Reveal in Finder. I'll tell you how big it is. 2.6 megs. 2.6 megs. It's a file. That's it. 2 megs. And most of that is Tailwind. It comes with the default Tailwind configuration, so I think eventually I'll make it so that you can do some Tailwind customization, maybe. I'm not really sure how that'll work. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, maybe. But for right now, it comes with all the dark styles, all the group hover, all the things. Like I built it as all the default stuff, but I did all the auto prefixing, all that stuff. I think I'm not sure about the auto prefixing, but other than that, like, yeah, I did all that stuff. 2 meg binary executable, and it does what it's supposed to do. That's it. It just does it, right? So that's cool. That's really cool. I will open source that at some point. Gust. So it's built just for Tailwind CSS minification and dead code elimination, right? So purging unused styles, but it's just a 2 meg binary executable. That's all. No nonsense. No NPM nonsense. All right. That is the stream. I'll be on tomorrow, probably, hopefully at 8, but you never know. I have a life, so anything can happen. All right, that's it. That's all for the stream. Where is OBS? I don't know where it went. I don't even know if I'm streaming anymore, honestly. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Peace.